This is day 113 of trying to get to 2000 ELO on chess.com. Currently, I'm rated 1794, and I'm versing someone rated 1794. Now I'm playing the ready opening, so I'll just have to fianchetto my bishop. Actually, first I'll push d4 because it looks like he's trying to push e5, so I want my pawn to be in the center, and then I'll fianchetto my bishop, and then probably push e3, develop my light squared bishop, and then castle kingside. I'm also looking at probably putting my knight on d2, pushing a3, and then pushing c4. So I'll just quickly, I'll just put my bishop on e2. Okay, my opponent develops their dark squared bishop. I will just put my knight on d2, and probably pushing a3 and c4 are my next moves. It looks like he's going to castle kingside. So if he castles kingside, I could also just try castling kingside as well. But he plays it differently. So I'll push a3 because I don't want his knight. I don't want his knight to hop here or his bishop once I push this pawn. Because if he were to takes, he does have this check if this pawn wasn't here. So this just stops him from having the check if he ever were to take and my knight takes back. But he probably won't take. I am threatening to trap his bishop though. So it kind of looks like he has to move his queen so that his bishop is able to go back. I could also just take, but if I were to just take, it looks okay. But I think I'm going to attack his bishop and then push b4 and then b5, just pushing all my pawns up the board. And it looks like he needs to castle kingside because queenside I have a bunch of pawns going up the board. So I think he's probably going to maybe he'll castle kingside, maybe he'll just push a6. So what that does is that if I were to push, he can take. So maybe if I were to push a4 and giving up this pawn, I attack his knight. I guess he could actually just defend his knight with the pawn. Okay, I'm going to move my queen because I want to push a4, but I don't want him to take this pawn. So my queen is now defending the pawn, and I'm ready to push a4 and then b5, and then maybe I'll try castling kingside. He moves his knight back. Something about that move looks wrong. I think I'll just continue with my plan, just occupying as much space as possible. At some point, he needs to castle kingside, so I think he'll do that eventually. But maybe I can push this pawn. He takes, I take. His knight takes. I probably should castle kingside because I want my. I think I need to. Well, if I castle kingside, his queen is very close. So I'm actually not really sure if I should just castle kingside or push b5. I'll just castle kingside. I want the rooks to be connected. His queen is kind of close to my king, but he doesn't. It's not really a threat. And then my next move is just to push b5. If his pawn takes, I take, and just occupy as much space as possible, and then maybe moving my rook just kind of behind my pawns and just trying to push my pawns down the board. He decides to move his queen, so I could. That's kind of a very odd move. It looks like he's trying to maybe. Actually, I don't really know what he's trying to do. I could, if I were to sacrifice my bishop, he takes, I take, he takes my knight, I take his rook. That's very tempting, moving my knight here, but I don't think, at the end of all the trades, it looks like I'm just losing. So I don't think I should play that. Actually, before I push this pawn, I'm going to quickly defend my bishop so that I'm threatening this move. It looks like he needs to move his queen back somewhere. I could even try attacking his queen with my bishop if he were to go to g6. So if he goes to g6, I'll attack his queen, and then it looks like he would have to go to f7. So I think his best move would be just to go all the way back to f7. Okay, so he goes all the way back. I'm going to continue with my plan. I'm going to push b5. If he takes, I will take, and my pawns just occupy a lot of squares. So maybe he won't take. Maybe he'll Actually, no, I think he has to take. Yeah, he has to take. I'll take back with the pawn, opening up my rook file, and then maybe in the future there will be some type of pawn push. I'm also looking at in the future maybe pushing e4, because if he were to take, then I can just take back with my knight, just kind of occupying more squares. So I think this e4 is a very strong move, just kind of activating my pieces. And if he doesn't take, then obviously just taking, just trying to trade off more pieces when it's safe to do so. Okay, he decides to move his queen back. He is now threatening. Um, it looks like he's kind of threatening to take this pawn, but not really, because once his knight takes, I take his rook, and his queen would have to take. So he's not really threatening to take this pawn, I think. So if I were to push e4 and he takes with his bishop, um, I take. I guess his actually maybe he is. Okay, I'm gonna push this pawn. I just thought for a little bit. I was kind of thinking of pushing e5 and just giving up the pawn, and I was looking at some type of weird rook sacrifice. It was like a very weird series of moves. But I decided just to play it safe. I'll take back. I'm now attacking his knight, so it looks like he has to move his knight somewhere, and then maybe I'll take his rook if his queen takes. Then I'll attack his queen with my rook, and then maybe after all of that, I'll push e5. So I think I need to take this, and I'm going to attack his queen, occupying this file, and then my next move is to push e4. And if he were to take, taking with my knight, and then probably pushing h3 so that my king has room to move. Okay, my opponent moves their knight back. I think that's just a free pawn, because my knight's defending this knight. So all I have to do is yeah, I'll just take this. That's just a free pawn. He attacks my queen. Okay, he decides to move his knight, attacking my queen. Yeah, I'll move my queen. It looks like he's trying to attack my queen with his bishop, I think. But then I think I could just go here, defended by my knight. So if he were to take, I can just take with my queen. Yeah, and I didn't. And the reason why I went here was because I didn't want his queen to get into the position and just be attacking all my pieces. He decides to now attack this weak pawn. So it looks like I need to. I'm not really sure. Maybe I kind of want to go here, but I have to be extremely careful. Okay, I'm gonna move my knight. I have to be careful because he has this bishop move, pinning my knight. So I think I have to move my bishop, or sorry, my queen. So I'll move my actually that doesn't work, because then he could just take, and then actually no, it does work. I could go here. He can't take because I could take his bishop. I'm also threatening to take his bishop, so he has to. It looks like he has to defend it somehow, or he could just take. So if he were to take, I take back. He can't take this pawn because his bishop is hanging. So maybe he'll just move his rook. But then I could maybe take this with check. Okay, he decides to take. I'll take back. I'm threatening to take his bishop, or if he were to take, I'm threatening to take his bishop. So probably just moving his rook. Or he could move his knight, attacking my queen. I wasn't expecting that move. I'll just move my queen because he can't. This pawn is defended. Oh my god. Never mind. That is a free. That is a free rook. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'll have to. It looks like I have to move my queen. I'm threatening to take his knight, so he'll probably have to. He'll probably have to defend this. Maybe moving his rook back, and then I think I'll have to. This pawn is hanging, so that pawn is hanging. So I'll just quickly defend it, and then I think I need to push h3 so that my king is able to move. He's threatening to take my bishop. I'll move my bishop. Push h3 whenever possible. I'm down 1 point of material, so I think I'm losing now. I kind of just forgot that I blundered a fork. I didn't see that he was attacking my rook. Yeah, so I didn't see that he was attacking my rook, so he took my rook. So now I'm down 1 point of material. We both have 2 minutes, so we're both getting lower on time, but I'll just continue playing. Maybe pushing. I have to be careful because his bishop's occupying this square, so I need to not blunder any back rank check. I'll push this pawn. Maybe that's a bad move because it cuts off the bishop diagonal, but I kind of wanted to move my knight. I wanted to move my knight into the position. If he takes this, it looks like I have to. I guess I could go here. If his knight takes, I attack his queen. Actually, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. I just blundered another pawn. If his queen takes, I'll just go here. Attacking his bishop. If he moves his bishop, I have this check. But I think the game is over. I might as well just give him this check. He's threatening to take this pawn. Okay, he moves his king. I can't even defend this. If I could go here, his bishop takes. I think I have to go here. It doesn't really look like I have any other. But even that doesn't work because he ends up winning this pawn, so I have to take, yeah. So the game's basically over. He decides not to take the free pawn. Interesting. If I were to go here, check. There's probably a way to somehow win all my pieces, but I'll just move my knight defending this, check. He doesn't have any checks. Okay, he plays it differently. What do I have here? I could go here, threatening mate. He does have this check here. Oh wait, that doesn't work because he takes my knight. I'll go here. I'm running out of time, but the idea is to stop his queen from going here, and then I'm trying to move my queen here to threaten mate. My opponent only has 47 seconds. I have a minute. He moves he's now attacking my knight. I'll go here, defending my knight, but I'm still losing because I'm down 2 points of material. Maybe I can push this pawn and then try and sacrifice my queen and then win the game. I'm not really sure what he's going to play. Okay, he decides to move his queen back. So that looks like a mistake because I could go here. His rook goes here. Maybe I should there's almost like a smothered mate if my knight could get here and his rook was here. I'll go here threatening mate. He'll defend against mate, and then I think I need to push the pawn. I think, and then maybe there's some type of knight sacrifice and then promoting. If he pushes this pawn, sacrifice my knight, his rook takes, promote. Wait a minute. Okay, he plays it differently. That looks like a good move. I'll go here, threatening smothered mate. If I can move my knight here, so that's mate. So he has to move his rook. So if he moves his rook, he's finding all the moves. I could take the pawn. I'm not sure what to play. Check. Sacrifice my queen. Okay, he obviously sees that, but I'm threatening this check. Okay, so now the game's over. I win. He has to take, and then I promote to a rook. Wow, I can't believe I won that. That was actually, that was nice. The game is over. I played with a 71.7% accuracy. My opponent played with the 67% accuracy. My rating is now 1802, percentile 99%, and a high of 1964. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.